Hey guys, really excited to show you this new product, Ultimate Piano Collection. Before I get on to the audio demos, I'll just explain a little bit about it. So there's two different versions. There's Ultimate Piano Collection and Ultimate Piano Collection Plus. So the difference between the two is the Ultimate Piano Collection only requires main stage and Native Instruments, the giant piano. The Ultimate Piano Collection Plus also requires Valhalla Vintage Verb. But both have specially designed reverbs. It's just the Plus version also requires Valhalla Vintage Verb. I wanted to do a piano collection using the Valhalla Vintage Verb because we've used it so much over the years at Hillsong Church. The Young and Free guys are using it. I'm using it. A bunch of the guys that play week in, week out all use this kind of chorusy vintage reverb plugin. So that's the reasoning behind it. Just a little tip, if you're trying to export these into another Mainstage template or Logic X, you can actually open two Mainstage templates or Logic X at the same time. Simply select the ones that you want to export, holding the Command button on your keyboard, and literally just drag them across. I'll just undo that. The only thing that you need to watch is once you've dragged them across into another template, just make sure you're partnering them with the correct reverb. So if you double click on this bus send, the cool thing about Mainstage 3 is it actually highlights the channel strip that it's using. So it makes it really easy to figure out which one it is. And you just go into here, go save channel strip settings, save it, and then basically bring it up in the user channel strips in your new template or in Logic X. Okay, these sliders, pretty straightforward. This one just adds more reverb or less. This is adding more delay. This is just the delay time, so how many repeats or how long the delay is going to be. And obviously the delay will sync with the patch time, or you can either tap tempo right here, or you can select it down here and type in the exact tempo that you want for the delay. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, I'll just explain a little bit about how I've set up the patches. So in this template, I've got everything from really dark and intimate kind of pianos all the way to really bright and heavily compressed. And then there's a few bonus patches here with reverse reverb stuff there. To give you an idea of how I use them, I mainly use the standard stuff for most of the church stuff that I do. So I'd pick either Vintage Verb Clean usually because I can push the reverb quite high without it getting too muddy. I've EQ'd out kind of the low mids and stuff in that reverb. So I'd use that as kind of like my stock standard. Then I'd use something like a bright medium compression. Even the Vintage Verb Hall, I'd probably use this one when I'm doing Young and Free, kind of praise stuff like Only Want to Sing. If I wanted something a little bit less compressed, I would probably use a standard light one, just a subtle compression. And then these ones, I would only really use it if it was a cut down band or an acoustic band where the piano doesn't really need to cut through the mix. But the added benefit of these is it sounds really fat and warm. But yeah, enough of me talking. Let's get on to these audio examples. Okay, so the extra dark one, I'll show you without the reverb, then I'll add the reverb and just show you the difference. So let's put some reverb in there and show you how the reverb's affecting the sound. Okay, so here's the same piano just with a different reverb. It's more chorusy, it's cleaner, meaning I've taken out a lot of the low mids and the mud out of the reverb, and it's kind of dark as well. There's not too much top end on it. These ones are getting a little bit brighter as we go down the list. I'll just jump to this one and show you this one. Okay, we'll skip past these. We'll go to the standard vintage verb clean. So it's a bit of a brighter reverb and it's a brighter piano patch as well. Let's add some more reverb. You probably wouldn't use that much reverb when you're using it. I just want to push it up so you can hear kind of what the reverb's doing. When you put a lot of reverb in, it gets kind of haunting, and I really love that kind of reverb effect. You can obviously go into Valhalla and reduce the reverb length. It works great for slower, more intimate pieces, having a really long reverb, but it might not work so well with a faster song, obviously. Okay, I'm going to go down to bright, medium, compressed. This is the patch that I usually use when I'm doing young and free stuff. So for only want to sing, this is kind of the setting that I'd use. Not too much reverb. I've left it quite low, and you can hear the compression coming in. So that's the piano that I use for young and free stuff. Okay, then right at the bottom we've got hard compression, and it kind of gives you that rock sound, that heavily compressed rock piano sound. So these effect pianos have a reverse reverb to them. If you check out my other video, Ultimate Mainstage Collection 3, I kind of talk about how you can sync up the reverse reverb to match any tempo. So check that one out. It saves me from having to repeat myself in this video. We use this effect on the recently recorded Hillsong album, Let There Be Light. So you'll probably hear that when the album comes out. And for this example, I might just boost this a little bit more just so you can hear exactly what the reverse reverb's doing. I'll show you the bright version as well, and I'm going to add some delay because it sounds really good when you kind of mix the two together. Cool, so that's just a selection of what's in this pack. If you want to hear all the individual audio examples, just go to Multitracks and check them out there. Like I said before, we've got everything from really dark and mellow all the way to bright and heavily compressed, and you've got the option to have them wet or dry, and there's 6 different reverbs that I've designed for this, and you can kind of mix and match and use whichever ones you want on whatever pianos. So yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching.